Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium. I'm Colonel RPG and I'm very happy to have you here with me in Martinez as we talk to this person over here. Pale Driver. The small wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, but I know what an ambrotype is. As golden as her smile. Is that... No, I mean, my character knows what an ambrotype is. I don't. Is that a real thing? Does that allow us to date this in the future even more than it already does? It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your... No, I wouldn't think she's mine. Or rather my, because... if it were mine, it would be yours. No, she's your grandma, and that's the continuation of that Inland Empire dialogue right there. Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask you some questions. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. Grandma? It's kind of... This actually, in this context, means something different than in this context, even though nobody had said a word before I would eventually say grandma, because I'm just having my inner dialogue. It's kind of funny that way, but grandma, you can treat people, well, in English is a little bit rarer than in other languages to treat people as certain family members, like, for example, Spanish. And Portuguese, some regions of Portugal, and I'm pretty sure a few regions of Brazil as well, treat people as uncles. The grandma is very common in Japanese, and I'm pretty sure Korean as well. And cousin also works very commonly. So I'm just gonna say that, and hopefully Kim over there is not gonna realize the obvious that I am amnesiac. Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead. I think she's just high. I'm gonna snap my fingers in front of her. This is the correct order of things, right?
Wait.
What? The lieutenant stops you before you can snap.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. You didn't really... You realize you didn't. You didn't tell me why. Kim, I trust you though. He knows police officer job. He's good at this. I'm not. I mean, maybe I am. We have sort of realized that we are. Let's see what else we have over here. I'm trying to go over there. Click on that thing. Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. And I think, no, we definitely have not been here. A bold slogan, Humanox, covers the truck. That's not how you'd write that, but that's how you wrote that. That's fine. I can understand what the slogan says. It should be maybe a bold slogan covers the truck, and then colon Humanox. And whatever Humanox stands for... Oh wait, did I talk to you? I did not. Yeah, at the beginning I was confused about who were the picketeers and who were the scabs. It's evident that these are not picketeers, as I said before at the beginning. Maybe this guy knows something else, because now that we have heard of him and whatnot.
Looking for something, Runt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
Oh yeah, I can always tell you to fuck off again. Let me see the soles of your boots. Been admiring the stompers, Runt? He grins. Sure, I can demonstrate them. He lifts up to show you his left foot and then the right. On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediate discernible pattern. Well, what's up with your soles? It's Revachol. Where'd you get boots like that? Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny. He rubs the back of his balding head. But why? You'll see when the time comes, officer. He grins and caresses the side of his boot. True patriots carry Revachol in their very souls. Is that supposed to be a pun? I doubt that's supposed to be a pun. Kim says, technically, you're stomping on rabbit hole every step you take. Heh, a condescending chortle. I knew you people don't understand poetry. I thought you hated poetry. Or something. I don't know. Something about... I don't know. Culture and whatnot. These double standards are just the stuff. We also have... Oh, this is probably his car. I think. Or he called it a thing. Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The thing that we heard at the beginning of the game that I've been thinking about. It's kind of one of the... Oh, that's funny. I love it. I've been thinking about that sound in between episodes for a while now, because I couldn't really place it, and for some reason, well, I say in between episodes, it's really been in between the last few episodes, last couple or so, and that explains it. Tore me from oblivion, absolutely. Let's open the door. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. Oh, it's fuel. I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense. There's some exhaust stuff up there, but it could be for other things. I'm gonna run my fingers over one of the steering levers, which is the dirtiest part of the vehicle, because it's where people put their hands, but let's see. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle is so very familiar in your palm. This is not my car, though. Kim, what are you looking at? What is this machine? This is the Capri Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like. He nods at the cabin. Motor carriage. Something bad with the motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat. No! Why? What's the sinking feeling I have with the word motor carriage? Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. This is my inland empire talking. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging. Well, yeah, I'm good at that. This must be what woke me up when... This is not me saying... No, this is definitely... This is definitely the me saying, because it's got quotes. Do all policemen in the RCM have such cool motor carriages? The Capri Motor Corps does provide... Oh, no, that's not his accent. The Capri Motor Corps does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes. But this is different. This is a sports model. I might be wrong, but this one is a sports model, right? You're right, says Kim. A vainglorious smile spreads over his face as he pats his machine. I didn't take you for a motorcar enthusiast. Do you also like tip-top, detective? I'm pretty sure I like neither motorcars or any tip-tops. What's a tip-top? It's an intersolar... Oh, no. Wait. Intersolari? That's... We've heard this word. Not this word, a different word, a similar word. This means we have space travel in this world. I think. It makes sense. Interi would be inside the same solar system, maybe? Rather than inter, which is close, but not quite the same. He says an intersolari racing system, or series rather. You should definitely give it a go if you like motor carriages. It has fantastic competition. He smiles again. This must be what woke me up when you arrive at Martinez. The infernal noise. Yes, sorry about that. The Capri's Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound. He says it with very badly concealed pride. It was a very easy one to spot as well. Okay, I'm gonna look around the cabin again. So we have the radio in the toolbox. I can tap on the fuel preheater gauge. Let's go ahead and do that. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat. This is an interesting thing. It's a very common thing in popular culture for gauges to be tapped so that they get unstuck. There's no use pressing the heat button, he says, and jiggles his keys. It won't start without the ignition key. Yeah. Well, translation, we're not going anywhere right now. I know. It's fine. It's fine. Also, I can't ask the other one now that I know the translation. Alternative translation, don't even think you can drive my MC. Don't worry, it's fine. I forgot what MC stands for already. So yeah, the popular culture sort of phenomenon of tapping, it's not very phenomenal these days anymore because we don't use gauges anymore like that. But the tapping of the gauges comes from aero pilots. Tapping their gauges because of the freezing that would happen in their machines, in their open cockpit aeroplanes, because with the expansion of metals and glass and plastics, not plastics, but glass at different rates, the gauges could get stuck and often would get stuck because of the freezing. So they would tap on them for them to just unfreeze and get, go back to where they were supposed to go, which I believe is all done with air pressure or oil pressure. I'm not actually sure how aeroplane gauges work, like, for example, for an altimeter and stuff like that. But I assume it's oil pressure, probably oil pressure, because air is very bad at transmitting pressure. But still, because it's, compressible, very easily compressible. But that's where it comes from. And also, it would make sense for my character to do that, because we're in the snow right now. And I'm basically wearing the thinnest amount of clothing ever. But also, most likely, or rather, you could also interpret it as a really, really cool digital or, digitally operated gauge that only turns on when you tap on it, like in a touch screen. Because that would be really cool too. Even though it would just be an annoyance, but maybe you can customize that in the operating system or something like that. I don't know. Let's pull out the pull-out box. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized. Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools like some men are, he says. Is he having a pass on me right now? He's clearly a little protective of his tools, but what can you do? Work is work. Oh, no, he's not. Okay, that wasn't meant to be innuendo. Take the red-tipped pry bar, take the rubber-handled chain cutters, take the hand-cranked flashlight, and push in... Okay, let's take the flashlight... let's take the pry bar and the chain cutters. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. Also for smashing some faces in. Take the rubber-handled chain cutters. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts. What do you mean belts? Especially belts. Belts aren't a type of rope. That's not how you say that. What do you mean? It's like, eat all manner of fruit, especially apples. Yeah, that makes sense, because apples are a type of fruit. You say, chains, locks, and ropes, especially belt. What? Maybe belts are a type of chains, if you think chains can be like a normal, chain, like a the chain that you think is a chain, but also chains can be things to put in engines to be the little things that are pulleys, I think might be the word. I'm not sure, but they can be treated as a synonym, I think. Let's take the hand crank. I was not going to take that one, but now that everything has a nice description, I am gonna. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue. Blue. Let's see you... it lets you... That's the wrong let's. It lets you see things in the... Also, it's missing the noun, which is just doubly disorienting. It lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. And that's that. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook. And I'm gonna pick up the radio. I'm not sure if I need to ask for reinforcements, but let's improvise, because that's what we've been doing since we woke up. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. It's not like other animals don't have eyes that glow. Cats do. Dogs do that, too. And basically every single animal. including humans. There is a condition where you can accumulate copper at the back of your eyes, which is what those things are made of. The green is copper. Copper is green. And you can accumulate that. It's also very bad for you, but there is a condition that people can get glowy eyes. The soft purr of electrical kittens. I assume they're either not electrical or not kittens. Radio waves cast from far and wide over the metropolis. Omen's voice greets you through the static. This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you? Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on. Come in, dispatch. Come in, dispatch. I love these. Come on, Delta 10. This is Firewalker. Copy. That's not even... That's... I guess copy would... Yeah, you are asking them to copy, but that's not the last word that you say. You say over. But do you say over? Actually, you wouldn't say over. I know the over... I know saying over and... I'm trying to remember now. I know saying over and out makes no sense. And I don't remember why. But I think it's redundant or something like that. Or maybe it's... maybe it's either redundant or polar opposites of what it means. But again, another very popular cultural thing, the over and out and being all things. But I like the dispatch 510. We got a 5-9er. If you talk like that, it basically all the police officers understand. That's what they sound to me anyway. All my life growing up and hearing like the police radio in GTA and later on Vampire Bloodlines and stuff like that, I could not get a single word out of whatever they were saying. And now going back, now that I speak English a little bit better, I go back and I can understand what they were talking about. And I'm like, what? What is this? And it's not like I didn't know English at the time. I just couldn't understand it because it was just super, closed. It wasn't very good, basically. No, it wasn't very good. The thing is, it's different. It's you know what it is. You probably have the same experience as I have if you're not a native speaker. Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you. This is Officer Elise or Alice. Let's go with Elise. Elise Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? A voice replies in the radio. Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eyes. I wonder what Kim's default radio station is. Let's not mess with it while we're talking to Elise, just in case. Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report. That's true. That could be true. I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder. But would I ask for Sylvie if she had? And yes, indeed, I am ignoring Elise, and pressing the button. I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder. Of course. What is her number, officer? Kim, didn't Gart give you the Sylvie's number? Yes, hold on. The lieutenant takes a look at his notes. Her number is 007 1944 298. That's not even close to what French numbers are supposed to look like. But anyway, I said them wrong anyway. Received. Hold on, officer. Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed. No, it hasn't. Officer, she finally returns. Oh, no. The narrator says she finally returns. Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello. A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Maybe she is. Sylvie, I believe we've met before. This is me, a detective from Whirling in Rags. Oh, right. She recognizes your voice almost immediately. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. Is it resentment that I'm hearing? Hopefully it is, because that doesn't implicate that I did anything terrible, like throwing myself into her wheelchair or something. Was it you who called the police? No, not me, she says. Do you know who made the call? No, sorry, I don't, she clears her throat. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone or the one on the coast. It was someone else, says Kim. There's a new task over here. Who made the call reporting the crime? So someone reported the hanging on the RCM. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need to look at these tasks a lot more closely than I'm doing right now. For right now, I'm just exploring, so we always will stumble into things, but after I'm done with that, I probably will have to look at those tasks. But why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you? What? Of course it bothered me, but I thought the union already knew about the corpse. What does this union have to do with anything? No one calls the... I didn't ask about calling the police, but I think her answer is the same for both options. No one calls the police. You can hear her adjust the receiver in her hand. The union would get angry. What do you mean by that? You know, she seems to be looking for words. What the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. Garbage, says my authority. Wait, Kim, is she speaking the truth? I could ask that. Let's see. I am the authority around here. Looks like there's a limit to my authority then. Tell me, what exactly did you let a... Why exactly did you let a... I'm gonna ask Kim, and then I'm gonna ask that question most likely. Kim, is she speaking the truth? Legally, no, says Kim. In reality, yes, he looks around. Martinez is de facto policed by the dock workers' union. Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation. Okay, tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us? For weeks? Oh, I'm being rude right now. I didn't want to get in trouble with the others, she says. I'm being rude, I'm being pushy is what I am right now. I'm gonna push her further. Yes, I am. Show her the error of her ways. No, don't push her, says my empathy. It sounds as if she's about to cry. Okay, but that's a check, so I can trust my empathy right now. Also, I probably should trust it implicitly because it comes second. I see, don't worry about it. I understand. With the others. Yeah, we need to learn about that. So you quit your job at the Whirling. Why? You mean, why did I leave the bar? You can hear her tense up on the other side. Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me? And the static wavers. Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. I wonder what's going on here. Get away from whom? You know whom. She says whom. Good. You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words. Oh, it's me. Oh. Okay. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you. Right. You mean me? You needed to get away from me. I'm gonna push. I really don't want to talk about this, she says. Let's just forget about this, okay? Alright, I won't push you. How was that resentment then, if she wanted to get away from me? Did she steal something from me? Is she responsible? Is she responsible for knocking me out or something? Is she the one who broke my sink in the toilet? Oh, not the toilet, in the WC. Whatever that thing is. Bathroom, that's the word. Alright, I won't push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work? Maybe, I don't know. She seems to relax a little. I just know I have to take some time off right now. Okay, I think I got everything I need, thanks. I do hope so. Please don't call me again. Bye. And she's ready to hang up. Wait. Why does she seem angry with you? And it's a high check, so I should be okay. Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her. Then she was not resentful. No, wait, that is exactly the meaning of resentful. Did I misinterpret whatever that word was? Yeah, I think I might have. It doesn't matter. She's obviously angry at the Whirling in rags when she was still working there. Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me what did I do? I can't remember anything. Ooh, this is bad. No, I am forced to say this. Oh, well. I'm not mad. It's just... The static sighs again. You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the school thing happened. It just made me want to quit. What Skua thing? The stuffed bird, she says. The great Skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got here. Or got there. That sounds like me, alright. Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though. Nope. So you're telling me I was the one who made you want to quit? Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. She's plenty comfortable discussing this with me, though. Now, all of a sudden. It's because of my check, I assume. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you? She pauses. Yeah, I was sort of hoping that I hadn't grabbed her ass. At least I grabbed the bird and just threw it because the bird was giving me shit. I mean, I'm not gonna doubt my past self. If my past self said that the bird was giving me shit, then something's going on with that. I need to. Oh, maybe that's why the window was broken. Ah, well, I think we're piecing the things together, aren't we? Go on. I want to know what I did. Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things, like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening on repeat. No more. I hate it now. That's fair. Which song was that? We Go On by the OO. She sighs. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. Well, sorry about the song. The hell with that song. Then there was your room, your project, an experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? So that you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that. I'm sorry. And then... I'm just keeping her going. I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage to stain downstairs in the kitchen. How did I do that? That's not even how it works. Water works. I won't even mention, she says, you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself. Wait, police documents? The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet? What happened to them, I'm gonna ask. Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do. Resentment gives way to... It is that word, yeah. Resentment gives way to concern in her voice. Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine. I don't know what she means by hurricane loose. But I don't understand what that means. I don't know if she's talking about it as if I am a tornado, which some languages make a lesser distinction between a hurricane, which is a weather system, and a tornado, which is the thing that you see spinning. Yeah. Or it could be the rain as well. I'm not really sure why that would be, but I think she's not very far away, as I said at the beginning. I think she's actually in this island still, or whatever we are, if this is an island or ever. Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away. Okay, I get it. I wasn't a very good tenant. No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. All the options here are pretty straightforward, aren't they? I'm truly sorry for everything, Sylvie. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. So what else did I sing besides Oh, I'm looking for a song. Oh, all sorts of things. Some disco, rock too. So much disco and rock. Was I singing I'm gonna ask, was I singing The Smallest Church in St. Shane Sands? Yes, that's the one you liked to sing along to the most. The later it got, the more that one came on. Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though, before you can blast it. Sure. I'm not really sure I'm gonna blast it, but hopefully it'll allow me to bring my memories. Right, thank you for talking with me. Take care. You hear a sigh of relief on the other hand of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. And then, the already familiar voice. Anything else I can help you with, officer? No, I'm done with the radio for now. 57th over and out? See? That's the one that I said it was... that's not how it is. I don't know why, though. But anyway, her voice disappears into the void. In the cabin, you see... Well, just the end. Let's close the car and the episode as well, because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.